The hypocrisy of Emmanuel Macron's France is out in the open once again. Paris has deported a Tunisian Imam for allegedly denouncing the French flag as satanic. This is Mejoubi. He is 52 years old. Mejoubi has been living in France since the 1980s. He has a family in the country, but now he has been sent far away from France. Mejoubi's residency permit has been revoked, and chances are he may never be able to set foot in France again. Why is this happening? Well, because Mejoubi reportedly criticized the French flag. He also allegedly labeled, quote-unquote, Jewish people as enemy. So France arrested Mejoubi, accused him of jihadist radicalization, and threw him out of the country. Was France right in doing so? Now, let's just get one thing absolutely clear. I am not defending Mejoubi's alleged remarks. But France, for the longest time, has defended such insults in the name of free speech. French President Emmanuel Macron has led the defense, portraying himself as the champion of free speech. Just a quick reminder of what happened in 2020. A French school teacher named Samuel Paty allegedly showed his class Charlie Hebdo's caricatures of Prophet Muhammad. It was a lesson on freedom of expression. Soon, an 18-year-old Chechen refugee beheaded Paty. The French President Emmanuel Macron decried the murder. What he also did was defend free speech. Macron attended a ceremony held in Paty's honor, where he said, and I'm quoting here, "We will not give up religious cartoons." His response was pretty much in line with his predecessor, François Hollande's, in the aftermath of the Charlie Hebdo shooting in 2015. In the year 2020, Macron tweeted, "Our history is one of the fight against tyranny. We will continue that fight." Time and again, Macron has upheld the French right to blaspheme. French law protects the right to insult any religion, and this law has been in place since 1881. Why did neither free speech nor the right to blaspheme apply in Mejoubi's case? What about the French secularism or the right to believe or not to believe? Are they just a sham? Are the liberties selectively applicable? Only until you hurt the sentiments of a certain group of people? Is the right to blaspheme and free speech selective at best and discriminatory in reality? An article in the French Constitution calls freedom of speech one of the most precious rights of man. There are only two exceptions. First, the free speech must not interfere with established law and order. And two, a person must not abuse this liberty. But how exactly do you define abuse, and who gets to define it? Macron and company? Because if you ask the president, he will tell you that the people in France have free speech until they are taking out a rally in support of Palestine. Then the French authorities will ban demonstrations, limit free speech. The courts will have to interfere and overturn the decision to ban pro-Palestine demonstrations. You have free speech until footballer Karim Benzema tweets expressing solidarity with the civilians of Gaza. Then right-wing senators can demand Benzema be stripped of his French nationality. Macron will champion free speech till it affects his government and its policies. If you criticize Macron's pension plan, then you may end up getting arrested in London and charged with terrorism, like this publisher. There is free speech in France till you have a hoarding depicting Macron as Hitler, because then you will be fined. You can insult the Quran but not burn effigies of Emmanuel Macron. You can draw caricatures of the Prophet in a country with a sizable Muslim population, or show the cartoons to a class full of impressionable young students, but you cannot insult the French flag. Because then you will be supposedly becoming a threat to the law and order of France. You are arrested, stripped of your residency permit, and shipped off to North Africa. Does any of this add up? Much like Macron's definition of free speech, it does not. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.